Well, a year and a half later, the Shin Bet arresting a 50-year-old Palestinian resident of Akko in connection with the lynching of an Israeli. The man was arrested for questioning in recent weeks on suspicion of his involvement in the attack. Now, the Israeli man was attacked in May of 2021 during Operation Guardian of the Walls with stones, where he was then beaten and taken to a hospital for his injuries. The Northern District Attorney's Office submitting indictment against Asim Hamad Saleh Hourani to the district court in Haifa, alleging a series of crimes against him. Let's bring in I-24 News defense correspondent Jonathan Regev live for us in studio. Jonathan, a year and a half after the operation, what does it mean for the Israeli security apparatus to continue arresting these types of individuals?
I think it is very important for the Israeli security establishment to say that even if it's been more than a year and a half, it's still doing all the efforts possible to find these people and make sure they're punished. For the Israeli society, the events there happening in May 2021 were quite a big trauma. This is perhaps the first time in which there were large-scale confrontations between the Jews and Arabs. I'm speaking within Israel, not only Israel and Hamas or Israel and Hezbollah, but within Israeli citizens, Jews and Arabs. There's an event. There are events in Akko. There are events in Lod. There's an event in Bat Yam. There are many events, and the Israeli security establishment wants to make sure that even after a long time, all those responsible from both sides will be caught and punished. And this is a message being sent now. Yes, it's been, a year and 8 months later. We will still put our hands on anyone responsible and send a message. Because let's face it, a future war with Hamas one day or another will happen. A future war with Hezbollah one day or another will happen. And the Israeli security establishment wants to send the message: if there are confrontations in mixed cities again, in any future conflict, we will again find all those responsible, as long as it would take.
Well, Israeli Arabs made up about 90% of the indictment. Now, of the 616 that were issued during the May 2021 operation, 545 were against Arabs. You mentioned that these wars are inevitable, ones with Hezbollah, ones with Hamas. Do you expect the same types of numbers when it comes to incitement within Israel itself?
Unfortunately, I'd say yes. Hamas, probably their biggest success in Operation Guardian of the Walls back in May 2021 was not what they fired from Gaza, because Israel, as difficult as it is, Israel did find a way to deal with rockets incoming from Gaza. Most of them are intercepted. Yes, there is some kind of disruption of public life, but that by itself is something that Israel can deal with. Hamas was able to incite Israeli Arabs to join the fight in their own way, and there were large populations within the Israeli Arab community who revolted against the state, clashed with Jews in mixed cities. This was a complicated time, and yes, it might happen again.
I-24 News defense correspondent Jonathan Regev live for us. Thank you.